Sherry borrowed some money from the bank and was charged 4.5% interest. After 36 months, she owed $64.13 in interest. How much did she borrow? So to answer this question, we can either use our two methods, our first method of the triangle method and our second method of using algebra. So we are first going to answer this question by using our triangle picture below. But first we want to label what we know. We know that I is the interest that Sherry owes, and we can see in our question that she owed $64.13. So I is going to equal $64.13. And we know that P is our principal, or the amount that Sherry borrowed from the bank. But the question asks for how much money did she borrow, so that means P is going to be our unknown and what we're solving for. Next we want to label R, and we know that R is our annual interest rate, which is given to be 4.5% interest. So we know that R is going to be 4.5%. And then T is our time in years, but as we can see, T is 36 months. So we want to change this unit of 36 months into years. So to do this, we take the time in months, 36 months, and divide that by how many months are in 1 year. So 36 months divided by 12 months gives us our answer of 3 years. So our unit of R and T are both in the units of years. But before we move on, we want to convert this R of a percent into a decimal. So to do this, we take our decimal and move it 2 spaces to the left. So we're left with 0.045. So now that we know I, R, and T, we can solve for P. So to solve for P, we want to circle on our triangle whatever we're solving for. And then we put that to the left of our equal sign. So we have P equals I on top, and then below the I is R and T. So we have P equals I divided by R and T. So using this formula, we want to fill in what we know. We know that I is $64.13. I'll divide by R, which is 0.045, and T, which we found to be 3 years. So 64.13 divided by 0.045 times 3 gives us our answer of $475. So we know that she borrowed $475 from the bank. So we solved this question using our first method of the triangle method. But now let's solve it using our algebra. So our second method to solving this question is to use our original equation of I equals PRT and isolating for what we want to solve for. Well, because we want to solve for P, we want to isolate this P. So as we can see, P is connected to the R and T through multiplication. So to get rid of this R and T by multiplication, we do the opposite, which is division. So we divide our right side by R and T to isolate for P. But whatever we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other side. So we divide our left side by R and T as well. But as we can see, these R's cancel out and these T's cancel out. So we're just left with I over RT equals P. So now that we're solving for P, we can plug in what we know. Well, we know that I is $64.13 divided by R, which is 0.045, and then multiplied by T, which is 3 years. $64.13 divided by 0.045 times 3 gives us the same answer of $475 as P. So either method gets us the exact same answer, so use whatever method you prefer.